We have team coverage for you tonight. News 12's Greg Thompson has been digging into the details as to how this all happened. And News 12's Marissa Santorelli has a reaction from the Brooklyn community. Let's start things off with Greg Thompson. Greg.
Neighbors say most of the time, Taste of the City is a nice, relaxed spot. A lounge with hookahs, a bar, DJs, and good food that's open until 3 a.m. on Saturday nights. But just before 3:30 a.m., from the sounds of things, it was a scene of a full-on shootout.
I was like, what the hell's going on? We seen all the police cars, we saw all the lights from over the balcony, and we rushed outside to see what was going on.
It's apparently not very big inside, and police say that last night it was crowded when at least 42 shots were fired by at least 4 different shooters.
It's hard to hear. Are
you live?
Sad.
Police say that at least 12 people were hit, with 3 men, a 19-year-old, 27-year-old, and 35-year-old all being killed. Luckily, we are told that the injuries for the other 9 are not believed to be life-threatening.
They were getting their, shirts caught. One of them got put in the gurney over here, and the other one got put in the gurney that way.
Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch saying it seems like this started with an argument and that it was gang-related, but that so far, no arrests have been made.
Now teams have been mobilized to the hospitals where families are to go about attempting to alleviate, if not eradicate, any retaliatory shooting. That is a real concern.
Now, this isn't the first time that there's been a shooting here at Taste of the City. Back in November, there was a man who was shot multiple times in the arm. That happened around 4 a.m. and was also a Saturday night into a Sunday. In Crown Heights, Greg Thompson, News 12.
All right, Greg, thank you. And today's mass shooting is highlighting nightlife safety protocols across the city. News 12's Amanda Bossard Alert Center to break down the regulations in place.
With the youngest victim of this mass shooting at a Brooklyn lounge just 19 years old, we are learning that the law makes it illegal to sell alcohol to anyone under 21, but clubs and bars ultimately make the call on who they let in. And they are, however, advised against admitting underage customers in the city's Best Practices for Nightlife Establishments guidebook, which lists voluntary policies recommended by the NYPD and the New York City Hospitality Alliance. Now, among those best practices, late night spots should have 1 security guard for every 75 customers. State law requires those guards and bouncers to pass background checks, and city law requires them to be licensed. Another suggestion is to have metal detectors at the door instead of pat-downs or frisks. Guards and bouncers should also have anti-terrorism training, including how to respond to an active shooter. Now, the last time there was a major push for nightlife safety reform here in the city was in 2006, following a series of violent crimes at clubs. And the last time there was a similar shooting of this scale was earlier this year in Queens, when 10 people were shot outside of a club. In the Alert Center, Amanda Bossard, News 12.
Amanda, thank you for breaking that down for us. All right, let's hand things over to News 12's Marissa Santorelli, who's been speaking with Crown Heights residents about their reaction to today's shooting. Marissa.
Bullet markers, crime scene units, and police tape. This is what neighbors in Crown Heights woke up to early this morning.
Scary, because it might have been a place I would have been in.
Chaos on Carroll Street, where police say multiple people fired guns in a shootout, hitting 12 people, killing 3. You can see people here running away in fear. And just blocks away from the crime scene lies another. A gun found on Eastern Parkway and Bedford Avenue, tucked away in a construction site, now taped off as possible evidence. Neighbors say this hits too close to home.
Their families, the tragedy that they have to deal with to wake up to something like this is very nerve-wracking.
Today we witnessed real fear. One woman, a mother of 2, says she and her friends were inside the lounge when she heard gunshots.
I was just sitting down by the window, and all I heard is a multiple gunshot, and I was just trying to save my life.
That was the last time she saw her friend. Both of their phones still inside, now a part of a crime scene. Her friend was missing.
I don't know if he got hurt, but I didn't see him when they took him out.
8 hours later, our cameras captured their reunion. A silver lining to what one man described last night as murder mayhem. Mayor Adams making an appearance, addressing the real fear of retaliation.
And our teams have been mobilized to the hospitals to go about attempting to alleviate, if not eradicate, any retaliatory shooting.
Adams says the focus is now on helping the grieving families and continuing the city's work to get illegal guns off the streets so this never happens again. In Crown Heights, Marissa Santorelli, News 12.